Garth, and we have a number of hives here, national hives and flow hives. We've only got bees in the national hives at the moment, but we're going to split from one of those and put some bees into one of the flow hives, and we'll see how they go later on. We're at the site where we keep the beehives. We've got the flow hives over to the right and the national to the left. I'm just about to bring one of the flow hives over to next to the national so we'll be able to do a split. This is a nuke for breeding bees. This is for a national hive, but we're converting to a flow hive, so I've made a temporary support to convert into a flow hive, which is a Langstroth. They're quite a bit longer, so I'm using a couple of cable ties and a piece of wood as a support.
Okay.
Just getting the smoker ready for the bees, to keep them calm while we're actually doing the work. I've put some cardboard and some paper in the bottom. Just about to light that and then add the sawdust to the smoker to get the smoke nice and cool for the bees. You need to get some embers going first, start slow, make sure there's lots of flames, and add a little bit at a time. A little bit of smoke underneath at the back, and then we've got the entrance at the front. Put a little bit of smoke with the bees coming out. All buzzing around in front of the hive.
It does make them dopey.
Yes. Yeah, you've got all the guard bees at the front entrance, so that's why we give them the smoke, otherwise they're attackers.
And that's a special hive tool that you're going to use?
Yeah.
To open up the
hive, to take one of the supers off the top.
And this is the bees? You don't need my help as such at the moment.
No.
Okay.
And then we've got one more super on top. We'll take that off to get to the brood hive at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Very gently. This is the brood hive. You've got a little mesh there.
This is the queen guard to keep the queen in the bottom. We just slowly go around, crack this open. They put propolis around to seal up all the gaps.
So we just have to
So
make
we should
sure.
prise that part all the way round.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a slight twist, then it should come off. But I'll smoke these bees on top down first.
Yeah.
Just a gentle bit of smoke. If you do it with the wind, it goes across, so it's not too much on them.
But does it not make them more aggressive?
No, it calms the bees down. They'll go down. They're all fanning now, putting their warning sign out. So they're more interested in that than us.
So which is any of them, or is it specific, you have to look at them before you pick up the one you're going to transfer?
We'll just have a quick look at all these frames. Some will have honey, some will have brood, and we need a nice one with brood because we've already got one with honey in there for them to make a nice new queen on.
Mm-hmm.
So where all the bees cluster, that should, in the middle, that should be where the queen is and where all the brood is.
Mm-hmm.
On the edges will be the stores. I'll get one of these out, honey. have a look.
It's just a store.
This one should be just stores and food.
But we have that already. You placed
There
that
you go.
one.
It's all sealed stores. It's quite
Yes, it's sealed. Yeah.
heavy. Lots of food and stores there.
We usually don't deal with brood when we take the honey. We usually leave the brood box alone.
Yes. To make more room, they will bring the stores up into the honey supers. Now we're just going to have a quick look through to see what's going on. Might see the queen, and this is a new frame I put in. As you can see, they're just drawing this out.
Yep.
That was the new, they're drawn out, and that's brood. Sealed brood.
That's a very nice one.
That's all nice new.
Yeah.
So the queen.
When did you put this frame in?
Last month.
Last month.
So you can see they've
That's
drawn it
really
out quite
doing
well,
very well, yeah.
and lots of nice new. They're all female ones because they're not quite high. They're quite low, and we'll see. We'll get another one out. We'll have some male brood on as well. There's no
we
egg.
need the mixture one, isn't it? The ones
Yeah, we need some with some
males
fresh.
and some females.
We need some fresh larvae and stuff on there as well. This one's
Wow.
nearly full.
This would be a nice one to put in. What do you think? Or you think is
I'm just looking for. Oh, there is some larvae just there.
yeah.
And you see this? This is all raised compared to that. So these are all drones, which are male bees.
Male, and the ones that are flatter, they're female.
The smaller bees, they're all female ones. There's a couple, another high one there. So that
Yeah, that's a male one, isn't it?
see different types of pollen on their legs, different colour, different yellow. That's really dark.
Oh yeah, yellow.
dark.
And this is light one. Yeah.
So different pollen from different types of flowers.
They're both sides are similar, isn't it?
Yeah, both sides very similar. She's laying really well.
And where is the queen? Did you see
She's
her?
not on this one.
She's not on this one.
No signs of swarming because there's no queen cells or anything yet. Not
Yeah,
on
but
there.
we don't want to wait for the signs
No.
of swarming because that will be too late.
Quick look, make sure the queen's not on here. Can't see her, no.
No, it's not there.
Oh, doing a little waggle dance.
And those little black spots there, what are they?
The dark spots that's honey they've got in there.
Right.
Just have a look at oh yeah, we've got some larvae down the bottom. There's
Do you think
fresh-
this would be the
fresh
one
larvae.
you will
Might-
put in?
Yeah, I could use this one.
Okay, fantastic.
Just have a look at others. See, bees are quite calm at the moment.
Gently.
This is another new one. So she's really done this one very well.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
nearly full of all brood.
That's really good. So she's
Oh,
really
there-
good working
there's some-
queen.
Nice larvae down here. I might use that one.
You might use this one, yeah?
There's lots of larvae in this seal. You can
But
see
there are a lot of male ones as
there's
well.
lots of white.
Okay, that's good. But we need to put in the queen as well, wouldn't we?
No.
The
queen-
queen will come from here.
Oh, they'll make a new queen. That's why we're putting all the fresh.
Ah,
The
right.
queen will stay in this one. And then they'll make a
You
fresh.
have a number for
Because there's
each. 2018 is the year you put in, yeah?
Oh yeah, that was the year, the first that frame. If they get too old and dark, then I'll replace it.
Ah, so we don't replace them all the time.
Oh, there's the queen. See the green spot?
Where is it?
Just there.
Ah, the green spot.
It's a nice big
Here
queen.
we are. This is the queen with the green spot.
That's it. So we won't keep her out too long. She doesn't like the sun. She'll go
Okay.
somewhere dark. So we'll put that one back in carefully.
Yeah, yeah. You want to keep that one in
Yeah.
because she's obviously doing very well. And this is the year what you put. You put a year on each frame to
Yeah.
see when, to remember when. This is a new one. Oh, you didn't put this one, the number.
No.
2020. This is the one you wanted to put in, yeah?
I think so, because we've got male and female, and
That's brilliant. Yeah.
I can see lots of larvae. So we'll put this one in.
Okay.
Before I do that, I need to put that.
Put that
So
little,
yeah.
little extension.
So that's the one we're going to use. Put this conversion on. Just smoke the bees down. I'll clean the top of the frame so I can add this conversion. Off the top. Put that to one side for a minute. Don't throw that on the floor or anything because you'll attract
The bees.
wasps.
Yeah, make
and-
sure. Oh, wasps. Yeah, I don't want that.
So, make up our conversion.
Do you have a little knife to cut it off?
Oh, yeah, I've got some
Yeah.
zippers in my pocket. And with that, they should hopefully.
Fit in now, because this is a longer hive. You probably could easily just remove one of the frames, because the bees are making it quite a thicker area, isn't it?
Yeah,
So that would be a
keep that one out for now. And I'll make a bit of room for shaking a few more bees in there. Take a couple out for a second. We'll put them back.
do we need to open a little thing for them to fly out?
Not until we've moved it over there.
Uh-huh.
We'll keep the bees in. So I'll shake a few bees into here. All the entrances are closed for them for now.
The entrance are from this end.
You've got two entrances here,
Yeah.
but we'll keep those closed for them for now. And we know the queen's up this end, so take a few bees.
Yeah, this one's.
There's a few on here. They'll start flying around now.
Okay.
Do a quick shaking.
Yeah, that's good. This one's a bit too.
That's it.
Would they know which one to fly back to?
They will do, but we'll seal it up. We'll put these back now.
Or shall we put a little puffy on them? A little smoke so that they stay calm in the new hive.
That's that. Right, put the lid on top.
Yeah.
So they're all set in there.
Then we just have to secure it.
So we'll secure this down for moving to where we want it to go.
Oh, do you want to close the other hive?
I need to put the
That one in. Okay.
the frame to replace the one that I took out.
Why don't we do that first, then you close your hive and then
Yeah.
and then we move this one.
That's it. I'll just get some brewed up.
That's actually quite gentle, isn't it? They were not
They are
so
quite
aggressive at all.
You can.
I was thinking, you know, we put so much, but they can be aggressive.
They can be. As long as you do everything really slow, to move them off so you can have a look, you can actually just put
feel
your
them.
hand on, touch them.
I wouldn't be
and then
using my gloves for that because
and
my
move them
gloves are
out
much thinner. That's
They've
brilliant.
moved out of the way so you can see.
You wouldn't want to put any more smoke on these bees anymore. I mean,
No, you
no
try,
more than you have to.
No, it's literally just
Tiny.
for wherever you're working. If I want, there's nothing here, so I wouldn't use any smoke there. If I wanted to pick up here and there's quite a few bees, I might smoke just this edge, just to get the fingers in to pick up the frame. I'll get the other frame to put in there.
We're just closing the old hive now, and then we will move the new one back to where it is. This is all new. You don't have any years in those ones. This is all 2020.
These are all brand new frames put in this year, and they're actually bring.
They're much smaller, isn't it?
Yeah, the big ones. These are all the female workers. They're actually bringing in the honey. Look, see, shine. It's just all new because nothing's capped off yet, so they're actually bringing in the honey.
You don't really need to put any smoke on those because they wouldn't fly. They're not guards, are they?
They're all workers.
So the workers are not going to stimulate.
No, they're more interested in doing that as well. Keep everything slow. Quick movements over the top. Down around the sides is too much, but if they see quick movements over the top, then they'll come up.
This is an extra box to put in, isn't it?
Yeah, this is just another one of those for bringing up more honey, giving them more space. Could use just the one, but it's easier saves to and fro. Keep another one there.
So this, once you've separated them, they will produce their own queen.
Yes.
Because there are.
Because they know there's not one in there. That's why we have the eggs and the larvae.
They're at the moment closed. They wouldn't be flying back to this time. So this is an extra one we will not be using for the moment.
Not for the moment. Until they
Shall I put them in the storage then?
Yeah.
It's quite gentle. I mean, I didn't really see any sort of aggressive.
No, nothing aggressive.
No. They're very nicely behaving bees.
Yeah, they're
I like that one. It's about a year ago that other one attacked me.
Yeah. If there's not a queen in there, they can get aggressive because they're.
This ones might be aggressive then because there isn't any queen.
Well, they're going to be confused, aren't they, those ones?
They're all out at the moment. They're all busy collecting pollen and everything else at the moment. They're all buzzing around the hive. So there's not too much activity around there because.
Well, we didn't do anything there, so they're.
No, but there's not many bees in there because she was just producing males. And that would have died off if I didn't get another queen.
So basically this one will hopefully be fine.
Yeah, that should build up again now. And then maybe next month or the month after. Yeah, she was only tiny, so she probably didn't mate properly. So.
Right, this lot you're going to use for something else, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's
wax.
Yeah. I've got a little tub in there actually. I'm going to bring a little tub with me, keep all the wax. We've moved our bees from the national hive into this flow hive, and we're just about to put an eek on the top of the bees. At the moment they're all inside. We have a feeder which we're going to open up the cap. There's the bees inside, put feeder on top so the bees can't escape. I'll put some food in for the bees because there's not much inside. This is just...
What about the other cap?
There's the bees coming up to the top.
Uh-huh.
This is just sugar syrup. We pour in. That's it. There's already a couple of bees on the top, but to attract them more, I'll just take the cap off, drizzle a little bit inside, put the cap back. Now they know it's there, and they'll start coming up. And put the lid on top so no other ants or anything else can get inside. So now we're all set. You can put the lid on and open the entrance.
And they wouldn't fly back to the other hive?
Some of the bees might fly back to the other hive, but they'll stay there with the
Brood.
With the brood, and hopefully in a week or two we should have a new queen cell making a new queen for us. Don't need those.
It's a little bit tall, yeah?
We'll put the lid on and then we'll open the entrance.
Just lid without the other lot.
They wouldn't sit on top quite well. But
Maybe we don't need the lid for the other ones.
leave them off for now. Nothing can get out or in, so that's okay.
Yeah, we don't need to put it in now because
No.
because
It's
those
just-
ones we can put them later. We can put everything into the shed for the moment.
That's it. Lid's on, bees inside, we've got food.
Yep.
Now we just open up the entrance. One. Two. And bees.
That's all done.
That's it.
Do you think
We're
they
all
will
set.
find a way out?
Hopefully we should have a new. Yeah, they'll get the air. Guys, we've done our split now from a national into a flow hive. Everything's gone okay, the bees are all nice and settled, and if you'd like to subscribe to our channel for an update, we'll keep you informed with the progress. We should have a new queen in there in about 16 days. She should have produced a new queen cell, and then we'll wait for that to hatch and have a new queen in there. Subscribe to our channel for the progress.